everybody, welcome back to the channel. We're Steve and Audra. We live and travel full-time with our cat, Lady Gray, and our self-converted 2019 Ford Transit van.
And we are exploring a new area on the California coast. We are in Monterey. We are super excited. We are on a search for sea otters, seals, and some pretty scenery. And we think the best way to do that today is by bike.
So I'm going to head to the back and dig out the bikes. It's been a while, so I'm not sure what condition they're in. Let's find out.
The last couple of days, we have been what I like to call repositioning, like the cruise ships do. We left you just south of San Francisco, and we've made our way to Monterey. And over those 2 days, we basically have taken care of kind of the day-to-day stuff. We went to Panera to do a lot of work. We cleaned up at Planet Fitness. We got groceries, and have just been enjoying the scenery as we can as we're driving south. As we've been driving south, it's been kind of interesting to see how the scenery changes. We've seen a lot of dunes, which I didn't expect. We also spent some time in Santa Cruz. We got there just after sunset, and we went out on the pier there and just enjoyed the scenery, and we saw some sea lions. And then just out of town, there's a lot of access where you can just park right on the water. The overnight parking was easy, so we really enjoyed that. And then we made a quick stop in Elkhorn Slough. We were looking for sea otters, but we didn't see any, so it was just a quick stop, and then we headed to the library, got more work done, and then got here. So there's a lot to do here, a lot of wildlife, so we are really looking forward to exploring and seeing all there is to see. Well, as Steve guessed, the tires need some air, so I'm working on pumping them up. Monterey is a coastal city known for its dramatic ocean scenery, rich marine life, and deep ties to early California history. Set along the rugged shoreline of Monterey Bay, the city blends natural beauty with cultural heritage. From its preserved adobe buildings and waterfront Cannery Row to its role as California's first capital while under Spanish and Mexican rule. The surrounding bay is home to kelp forests, sea otters, and migrating whales, making Monterey a center for marine research and conservation. The Monterey Bay Coastal Recreation Trail offers one of the most scenic ways to experience the city and its shoreline. Stretching roughly 18 miles along the edge of the bay, the paved path follows the coast for the most part from the northern reaches of the peninsula through Monterey and down toward Pacific Grove. The route is mostly flat and easy to ride while delivering incredible ocean views. We decided that biking around town would be the most convenient way to do some sightseeing here, with a nice view of the bay, easy access to some waterfront landmarks, and lots of opportunities to stop and explore along the way. Oh my goodness, you guys, we spotted some sea otters, and are they cute? I think it's a mom and a baby. And then we spotted another otter, up close right off the edge of the pier.
Oh my goodness, how adorable. This is so adorable. I could watch these guys for hours.
Old Fisherman's Wharf is a lively waterfront destination that blends coastal charm with local history. Originally built in 1845 as a working pier for fishing and trade, it became a central hub during Monterey's sardine boom in the early 20th century. The wharf has since evolved into a popular gathering place lined with seafood restaurants, small shops, and tour operators. The wooden pier extends into Monterey Bay, offering views of boats in the harbor and the surrounding coastline, along with the sounds and smells of the working waterfront. Visitors can watch fishing boats come and go, often spot sea lions swimming or resting nearby, and have the opportunity to head out on whale-watching cruises that depart directly from the pier. With its mix of history, ocean access, and walkable setting, Old Fisherman's Wharf remains one of Monterey's most recognizable and inviting coastal landmarks. Next, we headed over to the fishing pier just north of the original pier. Municipal Wharf Number 2 was built in 1926 by the City of Monterey to support a growing commercial fishing fleet and ease congestion at the older wharf. Situated just north of the original pier, this longer, sturdier structure extended further into Monterey Harbor and was designed to accommodate larger fishing boats, cargo vessels, and related maritime activity. After exploring the piers, we started making our way back to the van. We're back. That was a good bike ride. So we are back at the van, and there are sea otters right out here, including a mama and her baby. The little baby's been crying. It's so cute.
So the Chiefs bring in some big folks up front. See what they catch, but the block on the edge hit with chance. And on the
So now that we're back to the van, the bikes are put away, and Steve is cooking up some dinner. We got dinner, otter watching, and football watching going on. So tonight on the menu is pasta with pesto and spinach and some grape tomatoes that we got a great deal on at the grocery outlet. Got a whole big thing of them for $3. Savings.
Yeah, I didn't know they sold these little grape tomatoes by the crate. Look at that.
And only $3.
There's easily 11 billion in here. Dinner is served.
Smells good. Thanks. Good morning, you guys. We are in the Pacific Grove area of Monterey. It's a little, I guess I would say it's like the peninsula part that comes up from Monterey. And last night we had a great overnight spot. It's kind of wild. There are 2 sets of parking areas right along the golf course, which is right here. Kind of random parking areas, but there's been several vans there, so it was great. We had no problem. It was on the other side of this golf course. We got up and we drove around over to the other side to use the bathroom. It's got a water refill thing here, so it's really convenient. And then we're right along the water. This whole area, there's so much parking right along the water, so it's really perfect for spending time here. So now we are gonna go find a spot to park and have some breakfast.
from here.
Sure.
This we see.
Well, this is definitely not too shabby a breakfast view. As we've been having our breakfast, we've been trying to do some planning. We've started to wing it a little bit more lately. I had planned ahead, trying to allocate where we needed to be when, just based on how much time we have left to explore California. But we're actually behind schedule, and we've decided that's okay. We can make adjustments later to make up for that. But today, I thought California was always just perfect weather. It's supposed to rain later. What? What's with that? So we're supposed to have rain later, and then also south of here is Big Sur, and Route 1 is closed after Big Sur. So a lot of people have told us that we really need to see Big Sur, that it's beautiful. We have just been sitting here trying to figure out what we're doing for today, since rain is in the forecast, and then also about Big Sur. We're looking at overnight spots, trying to figure out if there's any options, and then also if it's worth going out of the way. It would be basically 45 minutes to an hour to get down there, and then we'd have to backtrack, which would put us a little even more behind schedule. So we're just trying to figure that out. I think we're making decisions just one thing at a time, so we're looking just at today for now and what we're going to do this morning before heading to Panera, because we know we have a lot of work to do. We need to get our video done for Wednesday. We haven't even really started that, so I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll keep you posted.
So I think the first thing we're going to check out is a butterfly sanctuary.
This is an area that the monarch butterflies migrate through in the wintertime. Unfortunately, I think we're just a couple weeks early to see them, but we're going to head over to the sanctuary anyway because it's just a few minutes from here. Well, it took a little bit to figure out the parking for the sanctuary, but I think we finally found it, and it looks like we just have to walk into the sanctuary. We already saw one monarch and a hummingbird just from outside the sanctuary, so I guess it's worth checking out, even if it's early in the season.
Each fall, tens of thousands of monarch butterflies travel hundreds of thousands of miles from across the western United States and Canada to spend the winter clustered in the eucalyptus and Monterey pine trees along the Pacific Grove coast. These butterflies are drawn to the area by its mild coastal climate, abundant nectar sources, and the sheltering groves that provide protection from wind and rain.
So we haven't seen any monarchs yet, but there are some Steller's jays. And I have been trying to see them since we have been up in Washington near the rainforest. So I'm so excited that they're fast little buggers, so I'm so excited that I finally got pictures and videos of them.
At the peak of the season, it is common to see large clusters of butterflies numbering in the tens of thousands, creating vibrant orange and black displays throughout the trees. The best time to view this migration is typically from late October through February, with the most butterflies often seen in November and December, before they begin their return journey in the spring. We didn't see many monarchs, but there were several hummingbirds around us to keep us entertained. We just love these little birds and have been thrilled to see so many of them along the coast as we've been traveling south.
This is an absolutely beautiful little area, but unfortunately we have not seen any monarchs since that very first one we saw when we were outside the area. It's really a bummer we're here too early to see them clustering, because that'd be amazing to see. Our friends Joyce and Daryl of Learning to Travel actually did a video. They went to see the clusters, so you should check out their channel to check that out, because that's amazing. So we spotted the one. I think it's the same one we saw before because we just walked outside the sanctuary. At least we saw that one, and then we did see one other one kind of flit above us, but it was moving too fast. We didn't get any pictures or video. Before heading to Panera, we are doing one more thing this morning. We are doing the 17-mile scenic drive. Well, that's funny. Change of plans. We are not doing this scenic 17-mile drive. We're following the directions, and we got to a like, it looked like a private community, a gated community. So we're like, what in the world? So we pulled up, and to do the drive, it's 12 something, and I think it's part of the Pebble Beach community, like the golf club, like well-known community. So we said, no thanks. We've seen lots of pretty things along the water. We don't need to pay to do a scenic drive. So we're gonna reconvene with something different.
Tiny bit silly in my book to charge $12.50, I think it is, to take a drive. I mean, come on. The only solace I have is the last 1,000 miles coming down the coast from Washington have been beautiful. So I think we've seen enough pretty things along the water. We can miss this part.
So we're gonna make one more stop and then just head to Panera. And maybe that's for the best because we have a lot of work to do, and then tomorrow we probably won't have an opportunity to do any work. So, like I said, maybe it's for the best. So, we are stopping at the butterfly house. I thought that would be fitting since we were just looking for butterflies. Monarch butterflies are a big thing in this community, so we're gonna check out this crazy house.
The Butterfly House is a uniquely decorated private home that has become a beloved local landmark and symbol of creativity. Its transformation began in the early 1990s when the owner, known locally as Jay, crafted a brightly colored wooden butterfly as a gift for his wife Sonia, who was losing her vision but could still appreciate vivid colors. He attached that butterfly to their house to help her easily identify their home after walks. And over the next 25 years, he lovingly covered the exterior with hundreds of handcrafted butterflies and bright artwork inspired by the town's connection to monarch butterflies. The house reflects both artistic devotion and a personal love story. Sadly, Jay passed away in 2020, and Sonia remained at the house until her death in 2022. Their home continues to be admired as a tribute to their love story and artistic legacy.
Well, we have put in a really long day at Panera. I think it's after 7 o'clock and we still are not done. We're going to keep working for a while, probably till they close. It's raining out. Steve came out and cooked up some dinner. He made some pizzas and it looks like he made some vegetables. So I think he probably already ate. He's in Panera now. I just came out. That's typically what we do when we're working and are somewhere long hours. So I'm going to take a little break now and then head back in. Have I ever mentioned I have a good guy, and not just because he cooks? But that doesn't hurt.
This is where we're going to leave you for this episode. If you enjoy our videos, please consider becoming a patron by using the link on the screen that we've also included in the video description, along with information about today's adventure and our channel. A special thank you to all our patrons. We appreciate your ongoing support. Thanks for coming along with us on this van life adventure. Please take a second to hit the like button below, leave a comment to let us know you're watching, and click that subscribe button if you haven't already. Don't forget, you can also connect with us and see my photos of the places we visit on our Facebook and Instagram.
So if you listen closely, I think there might be one or two up in that tree. They sound eerily like giraffes. You hear that?